What's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little Manchester United news roundup and deadline day afternoon show for you. Give you all the roundup of what's going on at the club and with other clubs as well. It is transfer deadline day in January, in the January transfer window, so we're going to cover it and get into it throughout the show, get into all the day's dealings, what's gone on so far on January 31st today, and set ourselves up for tonight's show, which will be, you know, the deadline day show as the window runs down, and just in the hope that Manchester United might stop being a bunch of absolute bottle jobs and go and buy somebody, because I think this may have been the worst window that I can remember, guys, bearing in mind what's just recently happened as well, and just the fact that we've only let players go out on loan, and we haven't brought any players in. This is an absolute shit show of a window, guys. Fucking hell. It's a gash one. So hopefully things can change between now and the end of the window, but we're not really expecting too much, are we? Because Rangnick's in here, you know, and he's an interim manager, and are they going to give money to this guy who's only here for potentially a few months? Well, big question marks. We're going to get into it all in the show, but do us a favour at the start of this stream, smash that like on the video, give it a big thumbs up, that'll help us out loads and boost us up on the YouTube algorithm. Hit that like button, give it a share around on social media as well, that's always much appreciated. And do get involved in the chat, guys. We're going to be getting in and out the chat as we go along, so get your thoughts in. Shout out Steve Hall, Bill Dubb, Money, Those Proud Apes, Money, GCJ's Bullies, Old Dirty Benjo. Welcome to the Bacon Brigade, my son. Sue! Get in there, my son. Come on. Old Dirty Benjo has become a member of the channel. Let's go. Guys, can we get a favourite Bacon Brigade emoji in there to welcome Benjo? Thank you, Benjo, for that, mate. I appreciate you, dude. Naz786, First Class Gamer, CJ's Bullies, Flabby G, Money, Sirius, Reese United, and everybody else as well. Thank you very much for joining. So yeah, let's get into it then. The transfer news show. I mean, the biggest sort of pressing thing with Manchester United right now that's happening imminently would be Donnie van de Beek to Everton. You know, that is all pretty much, well, it's just about to be announced, isn't it? The medical's all done and everything. Here was an update this morning from Fabrizio. Donnie van de Beek has successfully completed medical tests and he's now signing his contract as a new Everton player. We have a new member of the channel. It's an old member of the channel who's respawned. Abdullah Irwan, mate. Thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel, mate. Get in there, guys. Can we get your favourite Bacon Brigade emoji in there for Abdullah Irwan? A long-time legend. How you been there, Abdullah, lad? Get in there. Great to see you, bro. Yes, mate. Hamza, how are you doing as well? Thank you for getting in here. Guys, you're a bunch of legends. I appreciate you all. Right, let's get into it. Let's get into the news. So, oh, hang on a second. We got some new activity. Oh, hold on. Right, okay. Let's get back into the start of the show. So, Donnie van de Beek is pretty much going to be, you know, announced anytime soon, probably during this show, maybe a bit later on. You know, but there's the update from Fab. Donnie van de Beek successfully completed medical tests. He's now signing his contract as a new Everton player. Official statement soon. Hashtag deadline day. Deal with Manchester United includes loan fee and full salary paid, but there's no option to buy. So this is just a straight loan. Obviously, we'll get this player back in the summer. Maybe for the new manager, if there is a new manager in here. There's talks of Erik ten Hag. We'll have to wait and see. Shazad Ahmed, hello to you too, bro. And everybody as well, thanks for joining. Yes, so, right, the other stuff that we've got to talk about here is that Newcastle United are understood to have made another approach, an improved offer to sign Jesse Lingard. And also West Ham United. This is the latest reports that West Ham United have also lodged a new proposal to sign Jesse Lingard from Manchester United in this January transfer window. So looks like we've got a couple of clubs fighting it out for Jesse. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. But, you know, we're expecting that Jesse Lingard probably does move, maybe on a loan, maybe on a transfer at the end of this window. We'll have to wait and see. But there's not many options for him at Manchester United, apart from, because of what's happened with the Mason Greenwood situation, maybe there is some opportunities for Jesse Lingard at the club. In all fairness, like, yes, Sancho's going to be playing on the right, and Rashford's probably going to be playing on the left, and Alanga's there as well. But realistically, like, we could do a lot worse than having a player like Jesse step in if those players are not available. So we'll have to wait and see what goes down there. But I don't think United should sell him for, you know, peanuts here. I'd rather actually, at this stage, with what's going on, I didn't think I would say this just a couple of days ago, but at this stage, I would probably rather keep Jesse Lingard, you know, for the remainder of the season than just let him go for a few million. If it's a few million quid, it's not really worth it for Manchester United. Fair enough, if they can get 10 million smackers for him, for somebody that's going to be able to walk for free in the summer, then they should do it. But other than that, it's like we've weakened ourselves significantly already in this window by allowing the likes of Tony Martial to leave. And of course, Ahmad Diallo went out on loan recently. And of course, what's happened with Greenwood. So we are very light in those areas. We don't really have the wide players that we should have. For that reason, the Jesse Lingard deal needs to be right from Manchester United's point of view. We need to get the right amount of money. It needs to be worth it for us to be able to, perhaps go and sign somebody else as well. But yes, there are, confirmation, guys, that Newcastle are trying again for Jesse Lingard. So we'll have to wait and see what develops there. It's potential that it could happen. I'll ask you guys in the live chat. We've got 3 possibilities for Jesse Lingard. Well, at the moment, there could be an 11th hour bid from somebody else, I suppose, but probably not. It's probably going to be either Newcastle United, West Ham United, or he stays at Manchester United. So, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on the matter. What do you think? Where does Jesse Lingard end up come the end of this transfer window? Newcastle United, where maybe all the money's at. West Ham United, where he's already had a successful time at last season on loan and knows the club and is wanted by Moyes, etc. Or Manchester United, wait it out, play probably a lot more games than he would have done as well between now and the end of the season, based on who we've got available. Wait it out, leave on a free in the summer, and probably have the strongest position in the summer from a player point of view to be able to sign a big money contract elsewhere. Hey there, Chuffed, how you doing? Says West Ham. Reece United says West Ham. Neil Duffin says sell Lingard. Hey there, Ellie, what's going on? Welcome in. Rushmano says Glazers out. Palmeria says it won't let me send super chat, so I don't know what's going on there, broski, but you don't have to do that, mate. And thank you very much, though, for the offer or whatever. But gets in, and everybody else as well, appreciate you stopping by. We've got 100 of you in here. Drop that thumbs up button on there. Get your thoughts in. Pig Lingard wants West Ham, says J King. I would have thought that as well. If you think about where West Ham are right now, they are, they're challenging for top 4 spaces this season. I don't think they'll get it, but they'll more than likely be in the European football in some capacity next season, right? That's a decent club to be going to if you're Jesse Lingard, from a point of view of challenging for things, from a point of view of, being up there, but also being able to maybe impress and get into the England setup, that kind of thing too. So actually, yeah, from that point of view, it does make sense for me that Jesse Lingard would prefer to go to West Ham. If the money's the same as it is at Newcastle, I think he would go to West Ham, just simply because he's already been there. He's had a successful time. He's wanted there. He's loved there by the fan base as well. So yeah, I mean, it would be a no-brainer for Jesse if the two offers were on the table and they're the same offers. I think that he would choose West Ham too, just because of where they are, what they're doing, and he's already been there. But Newcastle United have that X factor where they're absolutely minted. And they're just like, can do what City did or do what Chelsea did and just spunk loads of money initially at the start of their new ownership, obviously, and get all these players in. And they can speculate to accumulate here. They really can. So they might be able to put a fat offer on the table for Jesse Lingard that's just too good to turn down. And he might end up going to Newcastle. And also, like we discussed as well, we don't know the ins and outs of the situation. From Jesse's point of view, there's he can definitely get a stronger contract in the summer, can't he? Why would he sign a cheaper deal now if he can go and test free agency in the summer and get a bigger contract? They're going to have to make it a sweet deal in this January window, Newcastle, if they're going to have him. Okay, right. So, so Newcastle back in for Jesse Lingard. There is no financial agreement between the clubs at the moment. That's the situation. West Ham also in for Jesse Lingard. Once again, no financial agreement between the two clubs. Time is running down. We know this. The player's stance really is that he's not happy at United. We don't know the player's stance if he wants to stay till the summer, go on a bigger money move. We don't know. But we do know that, well, really, he's not getting the game time at United. The only thing is, because of what's happened, there might be some opportunities for Jesse Lingard. Guys, do us a favour and let me know if you think Jesse Lingard should stay or go. Simple as that. Bear in mind, Diallo's on loan at Rangers, Martial's on loan at Sevilla, Mason Greenwood's on loan at bloody Wormwood Scrubs. No, he's on loan. He's on loan at the Cop Shop, and everybody else is we haven't got any bloody players, right, guys? So what is going on? What is going on? What do we do? Stay or go? Stay or go for Jesse Lingard? Stay or go for Jesse Lingard? Go, says the Vutinator. Lingard to stay, says Hamza. Lingardinho, says LFC. Go, says First Class Gamer. Stay, says Scooja One. Go, says Shazad Ahmed. Okay, right. So that is the situation there with Jesse Lingard. It's possible that he could be going to either West Ham or Newcastle. We'll bring you more information as and when it breaks. Next up, in the transfer dealings, we've got a little bit of information from David Ornstein just in regards to Eddie Howe maybe wanting to go in for Dean Henderson as well. So Dean Henderson at United is not playing. Similar sort of situation at Jesse if he wants to get in England set up, yada, yada, yada. All the rest of it, not playing. But this is the report. Eddie Howe is deliberating over whether to take Dean Henderson, but sources suggest it will largely depend on the outcome of his more pressing business in other positions. Phil Jones is likely to stay at MUFC despite interest from Bordeaux as well. And as we've seen an update earlier on as well from Fabrizio, that basically the Phil Jones deal is not looking good. It's not looking good, guys. So we'll have to wait and see what goes on with Phil Jones. But he is the ultimate player who just will not flush, isn't he? We can't seem to get rid of Phil Jones. No disrespect to him, I don't really mind having him around as a backup option, but he is just, it would be nice to actually see him spread his wings and play some football. That's what I was hoping for. We don't know yet that, that is the situation, though, in regards to Phil Jones, that is completely dead. But this is the situation that Fabrizio reported last night. He said, after the agreement was reached between Manchester United and Bordeaux, Phil Jones has decided to turn down this opportunity. Loan deals seem to have collapsed as things stand. So we'll have to wait and see there, guys. They may well come back in for him. But because Bordeaux have also tried to get somebody else, it says here, there's another update from Fab Bordeaux. It says Bordeaux will try and make a final attempt to change Phil Jones's mind today after he turned down a move to them, but it still seems difficult. But then there was more information that came out. Phil Jones was at Carrington this morning. Likelihood he stays at Manchester United is now large. And also there was an update to come out to say that that Bordeaux have now reached an agreement with somebody else who is essentially, going to take that role in the team. So it doesn't really look too good for Phil Jones leaving the club on loan in this window, guys, going to be totally honest. Maybe somebody else would like a cheeky slice of Phil for the amount of money that's on the table, because United know the situation. We can't expect somebody else to go and pay 100k a week to pay for Phil Jones to play for them. So I think Bordeaux had an offer on the table of reportedly 25% of his wages, which sounds so low, doesn't it? But, United are prepared to sort of let him go. At least some of his wages are being paid. He's just at United collecting a huge paycheck and not doing anything. So it makes sense for him to maybe revitalise his career, respark his career, to go and play somewhere else and just allow him to play there cheaply, That should be the way it should be, in my opinion, because you're not going to get somebody else to cover his wages. We've got a Lingard update. Thank you very much, Rushmana, for getting in here. Appreciate that, dude. We've got a little cheeky Lingard update's just come in. So, a move to Newcastle, this is from Sky, a move to Newcastle is looking more likely at this moment in time than to West Ham United. Newcastle are favourites. Favourites to get him at this moment in time, yeah. I think it's just a money deal, isn't it? Because of the money that they could probably offer. It seems like there's definitely, definitely a likeliness that he's going to sign for them just because he'll get paid more. I don't think West Ham are going to offer as much as Newcastle. Newcastle might actually better pay him significantly more than what Jesse Lingard's on now, which for the type of player Jesse is at Man United anyway is quite a lot of money. But then again, saying that, in this day and age with what players have played, is 100 grand a week for Jesse Lingard that much? Probably not for a team like Newcastle or West Ham, who, let's face it, he'll be a star player for them. So, and he brings a whole host of eyes onto the game as well. He has got a large following, large fan base, all that sort of thing. Thank you very much, Sin Games. This is like and share. Yes, please, everybody, do drop the like on the video if you're just joining us. How many have we got on the stream? Thank you, everyone who's dropped the thumbs up. Appreciate you. It helps us out. It's free to do. We got 76. Get it there, my son. Bacon Brigade, assemble. Yeah, do hit the like button if you haven't done. Please get this to 100 likes. And also share it around like Sin Games says. Hello there, Hiroli. What's going on, mate? Hey, we're going to talk about some of your scummer news in a little bit, actually, Hiroli, because there's some bits that Spurs are doing. But before I get on to those scummers, let's get on to, let's finish the Manchester United stuff, right? So there were reports, obviously, yesterday that Manchester United had made a bid for Ousmane Dembele, right? And then, obviously, Fabrizio Romano in the evening sort of said, no, there's nothing there. And then he was supposed to be linked to PSG, and they were talking to PSG. And then there was supposed to not be an agreement reached between PSG. And now the situation with Dembele, it's just really up in the air. I personally don't want him at United that much anyway. But because of the situation as it is, right, guys, so with what's going on with Mason Greenwood, let me just talk about that very quickly before I get onto this winger stuff. Because it affects it, but the situation with Mason is this. Detectives investigating the assault of a woman have been given more time to question Manchester United manager footballer, not manager. Rangnick's not been up to no good here. It's Mason, Manchester United footballer Mason Greenwood. And look, they're taking their time about the investigation. They've asked for more time. They've been permitted more time to conduct proceedings. So that's basically the situation as it is. Police have been given more time this afternoon to question him and investigate in this situation. Manchester United, as we know, did not pay any sort of legal, we haven't had any legal representation for Mason Greenwood involved here, so we're not providing Mason with legal counsel, should I say, over his arrest on suspicion of rape and assault of a woman. Greenwood has arranged personal representation for questioning by police with inquiries ongoing. So, you know, why would we do the legal? We're trying to if he is guilty, obviously we want to distance ourselves from this as far as possible, really, as a club. So they're not going to, you know, I guess they've got to keep it completely separate. It's just got to be completely separate. So that's why. But also, you know, the situation as it is. So listen, he's on his own there, isn't he, with what's happened? We'll have to wait and see what happens. But he's not going to be playing for Manchester United, in my opinion, ever again. But possibly probably ever again. Let's be honest. So in terms of a replacement coming in to the team, at some point, United are probably going to have to think about this for a wide player. Who could that be? I don't really see us going to get somebody in this window. There is talks of Dembele. There are links to other players, of course. But the likelihood is we probably just give the opportunities to Sancho, Lingard, Rashford, and then also maybe give a youngster an opportunity, you know, bring somebody through to play in those wide positions sometimes for us if we need. We do have Paul Pogba coming back into the team very soon as well. Should be returning to fitness anytime soon. And he's obviously capable of playing in a various different positions. So, you know, he will come back and he will help out significantly too. Now, he's not a pacey winger, but he has played in the wide areas before for United last season and done well at times. But I do see him playing in the midfield. But, you know, we might, who knows what's going to happen here, guys? It's an absolute shit show with what's gone on with Mason. United are going to be left wanting now in the wide areas. It's happened after we've loaned out Martial and Diallo. And so it's just the worst timing from that point of view as well. You know, there's obviously bigger fish to fry here and more important things in timing and Manchester United. But just if we've had a bit more notice about this at the start of the window, maybe we wouldn't have loaned out Martial. Maybe we wouldn't have loaned out Diallo. Maybe we would have been able to have more time to get somebody else in for these positions. Hang on a second. Oh, crikey. Okay, here we go. Everton and Tottenham are now signing contracts for Dele Alli deal. Here we go, confirmed. Free transfer, 12 million euros after 20 games, and bonuses for next year's. No way. What the fuck? Everton doing bits there, to be fair, on that deal by the sounds of it. Anyway, Everton and Tottenham are now signing contracts for Dele Alli. They've obviously signed a couple of players, Tottenham, they're in the process of, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But just seeing as this is broken now, Dele Alli to Everton, looks like that is a done deal. And pretty much he's going to be going to play for Frank Lampard. So Lampard getting a couple of midfielders in. I guess he's going to have Donnie as a deeper midfielder, and he's going to play Dele Alli as a more advanced midfielder, getting into that box and goal scoring a la Frank Lampard. You know, that kind of Frank Lampard player for them. So interesting, but I hope that doesn't affect Donnie's game time. You know, I'm saying, imagine if Donny van de Beek goes on loan to Everton. They get Dele Alli and he just plays instead. That would be fucking shite. But I do think Donnie will play a bit deeper and Dele a bit more advanced for them. But anyway, that's interesting. Ousmane Dembele, we have an Ousmane Dembele update in regards to Ousmane Dembele. So getting back onto what we were just talking about replacements for Greenwood and the potential of that. This guy's not playing for United again, I don't think. We'll have to wait and see what goes on. But right now, police have asked for more time to question Mason Greenwood. That is the situation as it stands. More will come out about that, I'm sure. As and when it does, we will talk about it. We're not going to talk any more about it in this video, really, because we talked about it a lot yesterday, and there's not too much more that's happened. It's just investigations are ongoing, and police have asked for more time. And also, United are not representing Mason Greenwood from a legal counsel point of view. Those are the only things that have really come out extra about it. So, Ousmane Dembele prefers a summer move to the Premier League, and Chelsea is leading the race right now, guys. So Chelsea interested in signing Ousmane Dembele from Barca then. We'll have to wait and see what occurs. Manchester United, should we go in for this guy? Smash a 1 in the live chat if you would like to see us go and sign Dembele on a loan deal maybe. Or, who knows, 20 million quid or whatnot in this window. Smash a 2 if you're not up for that. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I personally am 1.5. Honestly, I'm 1.5. I'll tell you why, we've got no wingers, guys. Mason's on loan at the cop shop. We've got we've got, of course, Sancho, Rashford, and Elanga. And that's pretty much it for those wide players. Lingard's potentially going to Newcastle or West Ham. If Lingard was staying, we would have decent cover there in those wide positions, because I want Sancho to be starting games on the right, and I realistically would want Rashford to be starting games long term on the left. Obviously, Elanga's doing bits at the moment. He's keeping him out of the team and he's giving him competition. But really, that left mid spot and the right mid spot, if one of those players gets injured, we are screwed. We're screwed. We're going to have to bang Juan Mata in there or something, It's not ideal. Or give it to a youth player, of course. That is another option. But even so, we want to have strength in depth. United should be strengthening our position in this January window, not weakening it. And that's what we've done so far. Martial's away, Diallo's away, Donnie's going away. It's a shit show. Lingard's potentially going away. That's 4 players out. And we haven't even brought anybody in. What an absolute shit. Can we just get some poo-poo emojis in the live chat to represent Manchester United's window so far? Bloody hell. This is an absolute shocker. One of the worst I can remember in living memory, just simply because we've weakened ourselves with 4 players potentially and haven't strengthened at all. And also actually 5 players with what's gone on with Mason Greenwood. So not only have we not signed anybody, not only have we loaned players out, but we've also lost a potential Ballon d'Or competitor in the future for Manchester United, a great player, a fantastic finisher. And, but he's a shithead. He's allegedly, a shithead. So, we can't really have, you can't have it. So now we've lost somebody else. So Manchester United's window this is the worst window I could ever remember, to be perfectly honest. Nathan Best, what's going on, says, Jesus wept. Dallo would need about a creative monster to run back and forth with Juan Mata ahead of him. This is what I'm saying. Juan Mata last season, obviously under Ollie's played in the wide position sometimes. He's not a wide player. He's a central player, in my opinion. He should be playing CAM in the hole, what Bruno does, really. But obviously he's not as mobile as Bruno. He's older now. He's not that type of player. But in terms of where he can play, he could play on the wide positions. He can pass in the ball. But it's not a good look for us. It doesn't make sense. He's not ideal for that role. And he's not a winger. He's just not a winger. So, Lingard, he's got a bit more pace about him. He's very good at the pressing game and all that kind of stuff. He would be a nice player to have around between now and the end of the season if we're not going to go and sign anybody else. Okay, so we've got another update. Thank you very much, Rush Mano, for keeping us up to date here, bro. He says, Newcastle have offered a £3 million loan fee and a £4 million survival bonus for Jesse Lingard. This is some reports that are coming out here. And Newcastle apparently, so £7 million in total should they stay up. It's not far away. As we discussed yesterday, guys, I actually said I think the amount of money that it's going to take to get Jesse Lingard over to Newcastle United would be £7 million. That's what I said yesterday. But I think they're going to have to, increase that survival bonus a little bit there. It's only a £3 million loan fee. You can't ask for too much up front there. But you want a survival bonus of a bit more than that. Let's have 6 to 7 million. 6 to 7 million survival bonus, Newcastle, you cheap bastards. Fucking got billions in the bank. This is what I was saying yesterday. Why should United play into the hands of Newcastle and help them strengthen when they're potentially going to be rivals for us in a few years? No. If they want Jesse Lingard, they need to pay. So don't make it easy for them. That's too low. 3 million up front, 4 million survival bonus. I think a little bit more than that. Let's hope they squeeze a little bit more out of it than that. But then again, he is capable of going in the summer for nothing. Hey, we got 236 legends in the chat today. Thank you for joining us for the afternoon show. Transfer deadline day, of course. We're going to be bringing you all the latest transfer news and breaking done deals and all that sort of stuff as and when it occurs throughout the day. We will be on various times throughout the day, including running the end of the window down right up until deadline, so we can see all the done deals and what's happened with Manchester United in regards to signing players, letting players go, and all the rest of it. So that's the amount of money that is supposed to be on the table. How much money do you think it takes to get Jesse Lingard away from Manchester United to Newcastle United. What amount of money do you think it takes? United are understood to want £12 million for a relegation avoidance bonus, or a survival bonus, should I say. They're understood to want £12 million survival bonus. I think, obviously, that's a high-end offer. You've got to negotiate with the team, and they've come in with what seems to be a £3 million offer plus a £4 million survival bonus on the table, and we'll probably meet them somewhere in the middle. 8 million, says J. King. G. Wolf says 9 million. Yeah, I think a combined total of about 8 or 9 million is perfect. Few million up front, and then the rest in a survival bonus. We're pretty happy with that, considering that he could go in a few months' time for nothing. But at the same time, when we can insult ourselves yet again. Kane says, what's the point in making it hard for Newcastle? They pull out and then we lose him for free, and it'll cost us about 6 to 7 million in wages when we can get 7 million for him now. We have the worst bank managers. I would have agreed with you a couple of days ago, Kane, but you know what I would say, man, is that we are weak now. We've got literally Greenwood gone. We've got the two players, Martial and Diallo, who are wingers, loaned out. So we can actually do worse than Jesse, mate. If we're not going to keep Jesse, then we should probably sign somebody else in the wide position. If United had any bottle about us, if we had any ambition in this transfer window, we would go and sign a midfielder for the CDM role, and we would sign a winger now. Based on what has happened, I think we would. Such bad timing, guys. It's just such bad timing. Anyway, 9 million says Shazad, to Newcastle, 50 million and a few testers. Plus, we don't need to help them out. Like, Jesse, as a club like Manchester United, in all fairness, we don't need to help them out. It would be great for Man United if Newcastle got relegated at the end of the season. It really would, because in a few years' time, they're going to be up there challenging. They're making strides. They've already signed Gamirez and Trippier and Wood, and they're on about getting Lingard, and they're making other signings. They're strengthening. This is their first window. God knows what they're going to be like in a few windows' time when they've actually spent so much money, hundreds of millions of pounds. They are going to be a good team, I'm sure of it. Eddie Howe, I think, is a very good manager. What I was impressed with Eddie Howe, at both Burnley and Bournemouth, is his ability to build teams, his ability to promote from within, his ability to find a bargain as well. So, you give him the resources, maybe he could go on and be a real great manager. I honestly believe that he's got potential there. And so they've probably got a really good manager in charge for the project of building Newcastle United from a gash team to a good team over the next few years. And for that reason, we don't want to help them out. We don't want to make that easier for them. If they want him, pay us. If not, let's bite. Let's eat the 7 million that we would have got, eat it, and let him go in the summer for nothing. Plus, we'll have decent cover from between now and till the end of the season. So come on, guys. It makes perfect sense to ask a lot of money for this guy. Why give him away? Shazan Ahmed says, Piggy gives the news. Absolutely, my son. Yes, we do. Sigmund Judge, what's going on, lad? Who's on your watch list from our youth? Who can we bring up? Use this as an opportunity, surely. Yeah, well, there's a good few players that I would like to see promoted from within. At this moment in time, I think Mejbry's going to come into the side. So we did actually have a report yesterday about Mejbry, when he's coming back from the AFCON with Tunisia and stuff. But also, there is very much the feeling that Mejbry is set to join Man United's first team very soon. So there's actually a story on Manchester Evening News today, this morning. And it's from Samuel Luckhurst. It just says, Hannibal Mejbry set to join Man United first team training permanently. So, because of what's happened, he is a good player. He's an exciting player. He can come in. He can play in a variety of positions as well. He can play at centre mid. He can play at CAM. He can play in a wide position if you need. So from that point of view, he's very versatile. He's a good, exciting player. I think him. At this moment, I think him. I can't really think of anybody else. We've got Lingard, of course, who's broke into the side, but he's already in there now. So really, I think Hannibal Mejbry, maybe between now and the end of the season, might actually make sense to come in. Satisfying, oh yes, is good lad. Hamza says, I agree, Pig. Let's bring Zidane Iqbal in. Yeah. Absolutely great shout as well. Absolutely great shout. We've got some exciting youngsters at this team. That's what I've been saying over the last few years, actually, is that because of the work that United have done in getting youngsters in the team, like signing youngsters at 15, 16, and also the good youngsters we've got in the youth setup. In a few years' time, we probably will have a whole bunch of ballers who have broken through. You can see a lot of the great players. Ghana, potentially people like Mengi and Mejbry and Iqbal, and the list goes on and on. Shoretire. And, there's loads. So we have actually got a really great crop of youngsters. In a few years' time, a lot of these players probably will be in the first team, I hope. United should be about promoting from within, shouldn't we? So yeah, okay, that's a silver lining, I suppose, but it's not ambitious though, is it? Maybe it's better than going to sign somebody like Ousmane Dembele and just panicking and spending loads of money, and he's injury prone and is he asked and he's not that motivated and all the rest of it. Whereas giving a youngster an opportunity, somebody's hungry who might come in and snatch their opportunity, like Rashford did or like Galanga's done recently, come in and just make it happen. That's what you need. Thank you, Rushmano's giving us a like update. We've got 112 likes, guys. Smash the thumbs up button. Do help us out. Help us compete with the clickbait merchants and the corporations. Smash the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you're new as well, guys. If it's your first time on the channel, make sure you get yourself subscribed. We're going to be covering all the United news and all the latest transfer news throughout the day. So make sure you get involved with these deadline day shows. There'll probably be 3 shows today, all about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Just covering all the evenings goings on as well. Okay, so Mejbri is realistically, he's set to come back to Manchester United and get in the first team training and get in the first team as well. Okay, I'm just going to get quickly into some other transfer dealings from some other teams, then we will get into the live chat. We will obviously see what you guys are thinking as well. Must place as Mengi is on loan, though. Absolutely. I wasn't talking about Mengi coming into the team now. I was saying in a few years' time, we've got a lot of exciting youngsters at the club like Ghana. Obviously, he's not here either. I'm fully aware of that. I was just saying in a few years, I think you misunderstood me. I was saying Mejbri's coming back into the team, into firm stream training, but the other players in a few years will be great players, I think. A lot of these youngsters, like Mengi, etc., like, Shoretire, like all the rest of him, Diallo, all the rest of them. So that's what I was saying. No worries, must play, no worries. Thank you for the super chat, though, boss. Mikato says, should we keep Martial with what is going on right now? Well, if we could get him back on loan, I would say yeah. But the problem is with him is he's not really happy at United. He didn't really want to play for us. Maybe that was because there were no opportunities for him. We did see him in his last appearance for Man United come off the bench and look like he wanted to make it happen. And he did make it happen for us. He did help to make it happen for us. So, it's no doubt he's a good player. It's just that now it's kind of like, he's second choice now, isn't he? It's like, oh, you didn't want me before, but now, seeing as what's happened to Mason, you're coming back in for me. I don't think we're going to go get him recalling off of loan, no. I don't even know if we can. It depends on the terms of the deal. So don't think that's going to happen. Diallo might happen, I suppose, if there's a fee in regards to Rangers. You never know. Maybe we could recall him, but no, I don't think so. I think we're stuck there. I think those players are staying where they are, and Manchester United really should try and sign a wide player or keep Jesse Lingard until the end of the season, because we could do a lot worse than Jesse Lingard. We really could. I'm going to be totally honest, guys. We could. I'm almost favouring Jesse to stay for the amount of peanuts money that Man United are going to get for him in Jan. Man, I'm always thinking it is worth him to stay to the end of the season and go on a Bosman ruling. We've got Weghorst, yeah, but biggest Burnley fan. I think that's a very good signing, man. I think that's a very good signing. You got Weghorst, yeah, absolutely. So the done deals from other teams today so far, there's not that much that's happened on today. Christian Eriksen, hey, get to there. Let's get some love hearts and applause emojis in the chat for Christian Eriksen. Great to see him back, signing for a professional football team, playing professional football, and a good side as well. And they've got themselves a great player. If he avoids having any issues with the heart and all that kind of stuff, he's a great player. He's got the vision. He's got the ability. He's definitely a good signing for Brentford. So Brentford have signed him unattached on a free, and which is fantastic, isn't it, for everybody involved, really. Christian Eriksen and Brentford. Good to see him getting back playing. Absolutely. Yes, first class gamer says Eriksen. Herodi with those love hearts. Shazan Ahmed's loving it. Messi to Arsenal says 0 degrees. And also the other news is Wolfsburg to Burnley. Wout Weghorst, or Wout Weghorst, however you pronounce this fucking name. Undisclosed fee has moved from Wolfsburg to Burnley. Sean Dyche wants a little bit of Weghorst action. Oh no, it's just been confirmed Julian Alvarez has signed for Manchester City. Oh no. We knew that was coming anyway. But it's actually official and announced now. That's a done deal. River Plate to Manchester City. £14 million. Fucking joke club we are, mate. Honestly, we're so gash. That's wound me up, that is. 14 million quid. Manchester United can't stick up 14 million smackaroos to sign the next potential Argentinian star who's fucking 21 and is already in the international setup. He's already the top scorer in the Argentinian league. And in the next few years, he could develop into a great fucking player. And we've had our pants pulled down and haven't even had a go. We are a shambles, man. We're a shambles. 14 million quid. Fucking hell. That's so annoying. That's just so annoying. City are understood to have paid in the region of £14 million for the 21-year-old who has 5 caps for Argentina. It's chump change, guys. It's nothing for a player like that. In a few years' time, he will be a great player. Go and check this guy out on YouTube. And listen, I know anybody can look good on YouTube. Just go check him out. He's a fucking goal scorer, man. Anyway, so he scored 36 goals and contributed 25 assists in 96 appearances for River Plate. They've been looking for a striker since the departure of their all-time leading goal scorer, Sergio Aguero. They've been linked to players like Haaland. They've been linked to players like Kane. Now they've got themselves a potential good player. There's no risk involved in a deal like that. He's so cheap and he's got so much potential and he's done so much at this stage to impress. No, he's only done it in the Argentinian league. He's only had 5 caps for Argentina. He's not Messi, he's not Messi Ronaldo at this stage when they were 21. But he's fucking good. He's a good player and 14 million quid is nothing. So I'm pissed off about that, guys. We've completely dawdled around and fannied around this whole window long and just let everybody else pick up all the pieces and we've just been left holding nothing. We are pathetic. I'm going to be honest, our club is an absolute pathetic run mess from the top down. It really is. Hashtag Glazers out, for fuck's sake, guys. I'm disgusted. Disgusted with how this window's playing out. All the other clubs are doing bits. All we're doing is weakening ourselves, cashing in, getting players off the books, saving money. And we're not spending anything. We're not getting new players to improve our position. What a fucking shambles. Fucking Julian Alves to Manchester City confirmed. What a load of shit. Anyway, so it's so true though, isn't it? Thank you, Social99. He says, Spike, yeah, do drop a like if you're just getting in. Do you think we'll sign anyone on deadline day, says Mercato? I mean, no, I don't know. No, is my answer. No, I honestly don't think so, bud. Look at us. We're only really seeing news about players being linked away from Manchester United. We're not seeing too much news about players being linked with us. Yes, okay, Dembele has been linked with us, but now he's linked to Chelsea. He was linked to PSG. He's fucking linked to everybody. Manchester United probably not going to go for him. And even if we did, that's not who we need. What we need is a central midfielder, central defensive midfielder. We got fucking McFred playing in the centre of the park, guys. They're absolutely trashed. No disrespect, but they're actually decent squad players. It's Manchester United, for fuck's sake, guys. McFred's not the standard. Mate, the standard of this club's so low, we're almost at fucking championship midfield. So, we've got to address those problems. We haven't addressed them. I can't for the life of me think why, because there's glaring problems in the team. Even if a new coach is coming in this summer and Rangnick sharts the bed between now and the end of the window, they don't want to invest in him. Just get some cheap options then. Dennis Zakaria went to Juventus for fucking €5 million and $2 million in add-ons. You telling me Manchester United couldn't take a punt on Rangnick and give him a CDM for €7 million and then get rid of a few more players as well, like we've done? What are we doing? What is the club doing? What are we doing? What a bunch of charlatans, mate. Anyway, okay, also, guys, we got more news. This is a good sign. And Rodrigo Bentancur. Spurs have signed Juventus pair, Dejan Kulusevski and Rodrigo Bentancur. Winger Kulusevski joins on an 18-month loan deal, costing Spurs £8.3 million. Midfielder Bentancur moves permanently on a 4.5-year contract in a transfer worth up to £21.5 million. Even fucking Spurs are spending money in January, guys. Even fucking Spurs are spending money. Tottenham, they've signed Kulusevski and Rodrigo Bentancur. They've let Dele Alli go out to Everton. Unbelievable. So there is an obligation. There is an obligation to buy the Sweden international for £29.2 million if certain sporting criteria are met. So Bentancur joins the North London club permanently, but Kulusevski joins on a loan. But there is an obligation to buy if the Sweden international meets certain criteria, I think is what it's going on. For fuck's sake, sign someone, says PS. Fred winning the Champions League. Exactly, Vanguard. What's going on there? You agree, money? We're finished, says Merchant. Ramsey's going to Rangers. Oh, yeah, Steve Hall. Hello there, Steve. Yes, mate. Absolutely. I heard that as well. He's actually been announced, hasn't he? Done deal and everything. Fabrizio announced it. Aaron Ramsey to Rangers. That's a very good sign for them. Rangers, doing some bits in this January window. Even Rangers have done better than us guys in this January window. At least they've loaned Diallo and fucking got in Ramsey. What have we done? What have we done? Fucking hell, Rangers have done better than Manchester United in this transfer window. Joke. Absolute joke. Okay. That's pissed me off, that Julian Alvarez stuff, honestly. He's a very good... You just wait. You just watch. Just watch over the next few years. He's going to do bits for City, I bet you. Piss poor, mate. Right, anyway. So, let me get into the updates from Rushmano here. Thank you very much. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Mason Greenwood's done. Could be done. We have an update here, guys. We've got an update here. Here we go. I want to give you the update here. Here's the update on Greenwood, guys. So, well, it's not really that much of an update, but it's just it is an update that's just come out. So, you know, we were talking about yesterday, Nike obviously had released something about it, but now they've released an official statement. It says, we have suspended our relationship with Mason Greenwood. We are deeply concerned by the disturbing allegations and will continue to closely monitor the situation. He's fucking done, mate. He is absolutely fucking done, man. I mean, you know, if this is all proven and everything, he's absolutely done, isn't he? Look at this, Nike already dropping him. Nike have already dropped him, guys. Nike statement, we have suspended our relationship with Mason Greenwood. We are deeply concerned by the disturbing allegations and will continue to closely monitor the situation. Vanguard, the information's out there, mate. He's basically been accused of, accused of sexual assault, mate. Basically rape, assault, that sort of thing. Go and check it out, the videos from yesterday, if you want a bit more in-depth on exactly what's happened. But yeah, that is as it is, mate. It's a fucking absolute nightmare. So yeah, so Nike's statement, they have officially suspended their relationship with him. I guess it doesn't say that they've terminated the deal. It just says they've suspended it, which means that they've just put it on hold, obviously. So, you know, innocent until proven guilty and all that sort of thing. But listen, big companies are not going to want to be tarnished with people even remotely associated with domestic abuse and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, I can totally understand it, to be fair. I can totally understand it. You know, they've dropped... Nike have to keep their reputation as clean as possible. They've dropped big people before in the past. You know, John Jones, when he ran into a pregnant lady in his car and ran off, and all the rest of it. They've done it. They've done a lot. So, yeah, so that's no surprise. It's no surprise. Thank you for subscribing there, Kieran. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for hitting that subscribe button, Kieran. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe just like Kieran. We're going to be bringing you all the latest United news throughout the day. And also drop a thumbs up on the video. Let's get this to 222 likes. And get involved by clicking that post notification bell and get notifications for the streams. And there you go. Official. Juventus have unveiled Denis Zakaria on their Twitter 10 minutes ago. Officiale. Denis Zakaria, 8, is now a Juventus player. Welcome, Zach. Piss poor. You know what I mean, guys? You know what I mean, guys? United, no good excuse. 2 players we could have gone and signed. 2 of them. 2 players there. Julian Alvarez, 14 million quid. We need him more than City right now, in my opinion. We needed that guy more. We could have paid him more. We could have sweetened the deal. And now Denis Zakaria officially unveiled there by Juventus. So another player which Manchester United could have easily gone and got for peanuts to improve our midfield. Talking about £21 million initial investment here. Yeah, you got to pay the wages. You're getting players off the books on the loan deals, though. So you're recouping that. These guys aren't on as much as Martial. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's actually no good excuse for Manchester United not to do business in this window, other than we're shackled by our owners and our recruitment team's shite. And the hierarchy at Manchester United is, unfortunately, incapable. They're actually hurting this football club massively every single year. It just seems to be getting worse. It seems to be just getting worse with how things are panning out. Another source as well suggesting that Dembele is maybe still a United target. So we'll have to wait and see what goes on there. But I don't think that's happening. We'll have to wait and see, though. Oh, guys. Let's talk about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is actually in... He's actually in Barcelona, isn't he? He moved there without Arsenal's... He's gone there. Oh, Donnie van der Beek has just signed his contract as new Everton player and is on straight loan from Manchester United. Next one, Dele Alli after medical tests. Official statements coming in the next hours. Nice. Thank you so much, Shazad. Appreciate that, brother. Let me go and check this out then. So... You get that up on the screen, guys, so you can just see what's going on there. I can't believe what's going on with Mason here, guys. It's absolutely just unbelievable, isn't it? Okay, so let's go and have a look at this, though. So, oh, damn it. Yep, here we go. This is the latest situation on Donnie, peeps. So, Donnie van der Beek, as things are, Donnie van der Beek has just signed his contract as new Everton player on a straight loan from Manchester United. Next one, Dele Alli after medical tests. So that's the situation, guys. Dele Alli is soon going to be an Everton player as well. Fat Frank Lampard replenishing and rejuvenating his midfield there. I actually like the fact that, you know, he's gone and got Donnie, because Fat Frank Lampard is a great midfielder, was a great midfielder. You can obviously see what Donnie can bring to the table. I think what he wants Donnie to do is be the pass master, a bit deeper in the midfield. And then, obviously, Dele Alli's going to play more advanced and do the Frank Lampard role in the team. But hopefully, them signing Dele Alli does not affect the amount of game time that Donnie gets. But I think he'll be playing deeper. But anyway, there you go. So it's just imminent, really. It will be unveiled. Official announcements and stuff will be coming from the clubs very shortly. But there you go. Donnie van der Beek has signed on the dotted line. And he is officially, well... not officially, but soon officially should be a player. Guys, I missed a couple of super chats. I'm so sorry. Let me catch up. Guys, I'm so sorry. Everyone, thank you for joining. Get your thoughts and opinions in here. Let me just catch up with these super chats here. Apologies for missing them, guys. There we go. We've got Tristan Cali. Thank you, Tristan Cali, for getting in here, bro. He says, with a $4.99 US super chat, lad, my opinion is that we should loan/sell Lingard and loan in Dembele. I've got a Cavani vibe about him. He's creative and we need more creativity. Tristan Cali, I agree with you to an extent. From a loan point of view, Dembele's not a risk. I don't really want to sign the guy on 200k a week or 250k a week and spend even 20 million at this stage. I think that could be better spent. You could have got freaking Julian Alvarez and Zachariah for that amount of money. But... for the player that he is, he's 25, he is a very good player, statistically he's good. Only concerns about him are motivation-wise, is he really coming for the right reasons? And also, injury concerns too. But from a loan point of view, you're absolutely right. There's no risk involved for a club like Manchester United. If we're just doing a straight loan until the end of the season, maybe with an option to buy, but just a straight loan, there's no risk for Manchester United. It would make sense to have a player like that in here with what's gone on recently with Mason. Tristan Cully, thank you for the super chat. Let's get a sue in the chat. And also, I will ask you guys, would you take Ousmane Dembele if it's just a straight loan deal? If we just cover his wages, give a small fee, would you take Ousmane Dembele on loan? Smash a 1 in the live chat if you would. Solskjaer 1999 with a £2 super chat as well. Thank you, Solskjaer. Says, old lady has snatched our handbag. Ruthless Signora. Hey, definitely the old lady's done us dirty there. But, they were supposed to be skint. That's what's so annoying about this. Juventus, they're not in the best financial situation, I don't think. And what's happened is they've been able to sign players this window. You've seen other teams, Tottenham hot shit, signing players for Pete's sake, Aston Villa, signing players, Newcastle United, signing players. Anyway, I was about to laugh at Arsenal. Let's talk about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Sorry. Thank you, Social99, for that, dude. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang went to Barcelona. He did a Peter Odin wingy. I said he's fucking done one on his own steam. To Barca, says he's seeing family. That's fucking hilarious. Seriously, he's just in Barcelona right now, just hoping, the tiny possibility, even though it's not looking that great, the tiny possibility that he can sign for Barcelona in this window. He's fucking done one on his own steam. And Arsenal not supporting the situation at all. So Fabrizio Romano says this, Arsenal have made it clear to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang a few minutes ago that they've no intention to collaborate or pay part of his salary for Barcelona. It's up to Barca and Aubameyang to find a solution or it's collapsed. And Dembele is not going to Arsenal. Of course Dembele's not going to Arsenal. Who's going to Arsenal? Anyway, Fabrizio Romano, so there you go. They have no intention to collaborate or pay part of his wages. They don't want to make it easy. Obviously, they've got to pay the money that they want, right? But it's going to be difficult to Barca to find that money for Aubameyang, in all fairness. So there's a strong possibility that that deal does fall down, and he ends up having to go back and just like hang out with Arteta and just not play. I don't know if he's going to play or not, if he stays at Arsenal, but this is hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. Anyway, lots of updates coming through, guys. It's thick and fast today in the deadline day. Thank you. Shout out. Let's get some love hearts to Rush Marno, who's doing overtime in the live chat here, giving me the updates as they break. Thank you so much. Yeah, so Donnie has now signed his contract to Everton. Lingard update. We've got a Lingard update. What is this? Are you joking? What is this? Are you serious? So Sky Sports, Dharmesh Chef is reporting that Manchester United are not responding to Newcastle United's latest loan offer for Jesse Lingard. We just left them on red. You know what I mean? What the fuck's going on with this club, mate? Oh, no. That's ridiculous. Man United, this is Sky Sports. Sharma Chef of Sky Sports reporting that we're not responding to their loan offer. We're a fucking delusional club, aren't we? Anyway, no, listen, maybe we're making them sweat a little bit there. But what sort of a report is that? So we're trying to get the stuff done last minute on deadline day. They're trying to sign Jesse, and we're just fucking ignore them for a few hours, you know? What a shit-run club we are, honestly. What a shit-run club. Fair enough, though. Maybe they're doing business with West Ham. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe Jesse's chosen West Ham. But I don't think so. I think Newcastle is the most likely. Thank you, Paul D says, love your laugh. Good job we have a club we can laugh out louder. It's such a shite-run club, mate. It's a fucking circus. And I love this football club. The club is fucking amazing. The history of the club, the icons, the legends, you know, the fan base. Just everything, the legends of this club that have played for us right back to the Holy Trinity and well before Newton Heath, our humble beginnings, the Munich air disaster, winning the European Cup 10 years later, all the rest of the history, the tradition, everything. But the owners of this football club are an absolute cancer. And sadly, they do shackle us as a team in every regard, facility-wise, moving forward in terms of progression as an overall club, on the football pitch, obviously. You know, every department is shackled by the owners. So things won't change until they're gone. And they won't go until they make an absolute fortune out of somebody. Somebody might come in with a £5 billion offer and maybe might be able to convince them. But that's what it would take. That's what it would take to get them to go. So they're not going anywhere because this is a huge cash cow for them every single year that they will keep to milk. They will keep milking until it runs dry. They really will. Hashtag Glazers out in the live chat big time. Protest. Hey, what's going on there, Daniela Dimitrescu? Hey, we're going to give you the latest roundup and everything very shortly as well. For once again, we're only 18 likes away from 200. So if you are just dropping in the stream for the first time today, drop a like on the video. It's free to do. So please do that. Right. And also hit that subscribe button if you're new, guys. Help us get to 52,000 subscribers. That's right. We're on our way to 52,000. Let's go. Okay. So yeah, there you go. Arsenal Emerick Aubameyang situation is an absolute farce. Aubameyang's not allowed in. Barcelona. What? Oh, we've got a source here. Let's hope this is legit. We've got a source here that says Barcelona have basically cancelled Aubameyang's medical. He's not been allowed in or something. I hope this is true. I hope that's true. Anyway, that's absolutely fucking hilarious. Oh, he's just stood at the door with his backpack on and his headphones, just waiting, just knocking. Can you let me in now? You know? Please, I don't want to go back to Arsenal. It's a shite club. Please. That is hilarious, guys. That is absolutely hilarious. Okay. New update from Samuel Luckhurst. Newcastle United have dropped the interest in Dean Henderson to focus on a move for Jesse Lingard, which United are not responding to. No, that's funny. So, nice one. Okay, let me just give a quick roundup, guys. I'm going to get into the chat for a big Q&A. We're going to cover all the latest breaking news as well, as and when it occurs on the show. Let's just check the latest done deals for January 31st. And see if there's anybody else that's been announced. There has been an announcement here by Spurs. Oh, yeah, we saw that one, actually. It was Rodrigo Bentancur and also Kulusevski signed for them. Yeah, so it's understood that Spurs were beaten to the signing of Porto's Luis Diaz by Liverpool, of course. They signed Luis Diaz. We haven't done shit, have we, in this window? Tottenham also missed out on, of course, Big Adama Traore, who went to Barca on loan. So they've ended up signing Kulusevski. They've ended up signing Bentancur. And other than that, you've also got who else? What else has happened? Let's have a look at the deadline day deals. All the transfer deadline day deals are pretty much. Well, yeah, Aaron Ramsey to Rangers as well has been done. Dejan Kulusevski, Bentancur. Oh yeah, Wout Weghorst to Burnley as well, and Julian Alvarez. Oh, that's pained me. That has Julian Alvarez to Manchester City, as well as Christian Eriksen unattached to Brentford, which is great news for the lad. Great to see him getting back into the game. Other than that, let me just give a quick roundup. So, Ralph Rangnick is understood also to have given his blessing to Jesse Lingard to leave Man United. It's all down to the board to accept deals from other clubs. Will Newcastle United come up with a good enough offer to tempt Man United in this window? Remember, with the Mason Greenwood situation and so many of our players being loaned out, really, we could do a lot worse than Jesse. So if we're not going to bring cover in, I don't even know if it's already that worth us getting rid of Jesse Lingard in this window. I'm just going to be totally honest. We might as well just let him go for nothing in the summer and actually use him between now and then. Newcastle are understood to have made an improved offer, though. West Ham are also lodged a new proposal too. So we'll wait and see what goes on with that. Donnie van der Beek is imminently going to be unveiled as an Everton player on loan until the end of the season. It's been coming for 24 hours now, but he's signed on the dotted line, and we're just waiting for club confirmations. Manchester United reportedly yesterday made some sort of bid for Ousmane Dembele, but I don't think that was true. And there's also other clubs that are interested in him, so there's still possibility he may well go to end up in the Premier League somewhere. Maybe Chelsea is being reported as, but also linked to PSG yesterday. Probably won't happen, but we'll see. Bordeaux may make a final attempt to sign Phil Jones on loan, but again, he's supposed to have turned down a move to them. It still seems difficult in order to get that done. They've signed somebody else, I think, so it's probably not going to happen in regards to Phil Jones going out on loan in this window, which is a big shame. Plus, he was at Carrington early this morning, so the likelihood he stays is very big. Also, just an update on Greenwood. So, police visited Mason Greenwood's home in search of evidence. That's from Laurie Whitwell. Also, from Laurie Whitwell, Man United are not providing Mason Greenwood with legal counsel over his arrest on suspicion of rape and assault of a woman. Greenwood has arranged personal representation for questioning by police, with inquiries ongoing. Also, as you can see from that statement from Nike, at the top right there, Nike have released a statement today, and it says, "We have suspended our relationship with Mason Greenwood. We are deeply concerned by the disturbing allegations and will continue to closely monitor the situation." So they've not said, "Oh yeah, he's definitely guilty here, and we're definitely we're ending the partnership or the relationship." No, they're obviously waiting to see what happens, just like Manchester United are as a club. But at this moment in time, with what's come out at this moment, obviously they've taken the position that they're going to suspend it for now and just give a clear stance on what their position is. So it's really not looking good for Mason Greenwood in general, guys. In general here. Also, there was talks of Steven Bergwijn to Ajax. Deal's not going to happen as Tottenham want 25 million euros and Antonio Conte prefers to keep the player. So Spurs update there as well. Spurs are doing a lot of business on this deadline day, and fair play to them, Fair play, they're backing Conte here to the hilt, really. They're allowing him to get rid of a few players, and they're allowing him to bring new ones in. I mean, Dele Alli has been a Tottenham through and through player for his career, so the fact that they're letting him go and Conte's just got rid of him, it's a big move to support him, and so they should. He's doing well for them, obviously. And let's face it, Dele Alli has not been the same player over the last couple of seasons that he was a few seasons ago, because he was going to go on. As far as I was concerned, I thought he was going to turn out to be one of the greatest, one of the best Premier League players in the league. But he just sort of meandered and fannied around and petered out. So yeah, but he's gone to Everton. Maybe he can revitalise himself there a little bit. In regards to other stuff that's happened as well today, just very quickly, battle going on between West Ham and Newcastle for Man United. Bordeaux have agreed to sign their Phil Jones alternative. The deal for Jones has more or less collapsed. Aaron Ramsey from Juventus to Rangers, done deal, here we go. Agreement on a loan with an option to buy. Even Rangers are doing better business than Manchester United in this transfer window. Even Rangers. So it's a disgrace. Ousmane Dembele prefers a Premier League move, apparently, as well. Nike's statement, oh yes. And also official Denis Zakaria has been unveiled at 5:13 p.m. by Juventus, who officially announced on their Twitter, welcome Zakaria, another player that Manchester United could have gone in for, as well as Julian Alvarez, who signed for City. Arsenal have made it clear to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang that they've got no intention of helping Barca or paying any part of his salary. If Barca want him, they've got to pay the wages. And at the moment in time, he's in Barcelona hanging out, banging on their door at the Nou Camp, and he can't get in. That's what's going on. So, brilliant stuff. Okay, there will be more breaking stuff in a minute, I'm sure, guys, but just wanted to give you a very quick roundup of all the day's dealings there. United probably not going to sign anyone. There's still some links to players. It would take a surprise move for somebody. I just hope that we could maybe go and get Ruben Neves in the 11th hour, but I'm not hearing anything about us going for any players right now at all. So that's not good. It only seems like players are going out on loan. We've got maybe Donnie is going to be, definitely Donnie's going to be confirmed imminently. You've also got possibly Lingard as well to go. Maybe Dean Henderson. So it just seems like players out, and no players in right now. Let's see, though. Things can change. Hopefully we do a bit of business later. But this is, make no mistake, a shambles of a window. Yeah, Jason Adams, get those Glazers outs in there. Absolutely. You know, it is a shambles of a window. Almost every other club's had a better transfer window than us. In fact, every other club has, because of the situation with Greenwood getting loaned out to the cop shop, and because of all the other ones as well that have been loaned out. Because of that, this is the worst window out of any club in the league. We've just weakened ourselves, significantly. And everybody else has strengthened. Not good, is it? Not good, is it? Okay, let's get into the live chat, see your guys' thoughts and reactions for a bit. When more stuff does come out, we will give you it breaking on this show, of course. Thank you once again for being part of the show today. Do drop the like on the video. That helps us out. I know I keep saying it, but it's free to do, and you might as well, and it does help the channel. So drop the like, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new. Drop the sub up. You know it makes sense. We're on here every day, giving you all the latest goings on with Manchester United in a no bullshit way. Come and join the party. Get yourself subscribed. Right, time for some chat. Rushy with a late update, actually. Okay, says Barcelona update here. Ousmane Dembele leaving is still a possibility. Well, if he does leave, I suppose the Aubameyang situation becomes a lot more realistic, that they're going to be prepared to pay the money for Aubameyang, because they're trying to get rid of Dembele at the moment. Dembele is still an option to move somewhere. You know, they are still desperate to get money. And so that might happen, but we have to wait and see. So let's get in the live chat, guys. Let me just give this a refresh. Lots of legends in here, man. We've got 397 legends in here today. Get in there, you legends. And we've got 231 likes. Come on. Where are you? Let's be having you. What's happening with Phil Jones? So busy to be. Sadly, it looks like the deal's dead with Bordeaux, man. They signed somebody else. Also, I think Phil Jones didn't want the move. I don't know why. Why wouldn't he want the move? Nice part of France, drink some red wine and shite, and then just go and eat fucking crepes all day long, wear your pink boots to training in your Lamborghini and whatnot, and then just play for Bordeaux, mate. Just actually get some game time. That's the key. But I guess he just didn't want it. That's what has been announced anyway. Well, not announced, but that's what's been reported. Oh, yeah, Henry King. Oh, it's a shocking situation, lad. Any news on Hannibal? Jarvis Cocker, yes, there is news on Hannibal Mejbri. Absolutely, Jarvis, he will be part of the first team. It looks like anyway. So Samuel Luckhurst from the MEN reporting today that Mejbri is going to be joining first team training and activities, and probably will be part of the first team between now and the end of the season. So in that regard, it's pretty decent. We promoted a youth player, maybe, it looks like. So he'll probably come in and do the job. Pacer says, Diallo looks like a player. Why, oh, why did we let Ahmad leave? It's such a stupid deal now, isn't it, to let him go? It's easy to say that in hindsight, but still, man, what a ridiculously gash bit of business in hindsight. Haven't seen much on Dybala to City, Steve Hall. We'll bring you the latest as and when it comes through, though. They just signed Julian Alvarez, so I'd imagine that they're not going to sign him because he's a forward player, obviously. Argentinian vibes. Although there were some talks, we don't know the details of the deal right now. There were some talks previously that maybe they would just be loaning him straight back to River Plate and then he would join in the summer. So that might happen. But we'll have to wait and see. Hey, Old Dirty Benjo, thank you so much, by the way, for re-upping your membership and being a member of the channel for 16 months. Guys, can we get a hashtag 16 in there for Old Dirty Benjo? How long will I stream Must Play? I don't know. Really. I'm going to stream for a bit longer, and then obviously I've got to have dinner at some point, and then I'll probably either do one big long show later with the whole deadline, 4-hour show, just giving all the evening's news, or I'll just do a couple of split up ones. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Thank you, Old Dirty Benjo, for being a member of this channel all that time, bro. Thank you so much. Go get Sterling, says BlackRock Rugby. Well, we could do worse. But I don't see that going on. Yes, Merchant, I'll be live right up until the close of the deadline day, mate. Not right now. I'm not going to stay on here from, 5 to 11 right now. But I will be back on later for an evening show where we see the whole deadline day through. Hopefully get somebody in the evening. That's what I'm hoping. We have had January deadlines where, we've made some last clutch signings, but it's just not, I'm not expecting it this year. I'm really not expecting it this year. Yeah, PS, United board completely incompetent. Loaned out wingers and now United are think in front. Exactly, PS. Look at the situation now. We loaned out the wingers. 0 Degrees says, we are gathered here to say goodbye to this club's top 4 in Champions League hopes. 0 Degrees, sadly, we have only strengthened. But if we can keep everyone fit, it's not like that much has changed. Okay, Greenwood's gone. Really, that is bad because he was playing a lot of the games. Sancho can take his place, though. Sancho coming in there. Time to shine. Now it really is time to shine for Jadon Sancho. And on the left, Elanga's broken through this season, which is great. And then Marcus Rashford. So hopefully he can start doing better. He's obviously played well in the last couple of games and scored. If all those guys stay fit, we're not going to have too much of a problem. We've only got, 3 or 4 months, but realistically, they've got to stay fit. And also, you've got a lot of games coming thick and fast with different competitions. And so you want a bit of depth to be able to rotate things a bit. It's not ideal, is it, to have such a low amount of wingers? We've gone from having too many to not enough. Hopefully we get Lingard, says Daniel Jackson. I kind of, you know what, I'm going to be honest, guys. I want Lingard to stay now. I hope Newcastle United don't get him for various reasons. One reason is it hurts them a little bit and they might get relegated. Second is, it's not a lot of money. We're only talking about 7-8 million quid here. Fuck me. 7-8 million quid. I'd rather have Jesse to the end of the season and just eat that 7-8 million quid and let him go on a free in the summer. Based on what's happened. I wouldn't have said this 2 days ago. I'd have been saying, Jesse out, get out, see you later on, Jesse, cash in. But because of what's happened, things have changed. And we've got players out on loan that we can't recall, I don't think, and we're not going to recall. Jesse Lingard is almost the next backup in line. Who's your backup for the wide positions? Well, you've got Elanga, you've got Rashford. I guess Mejbri can play, but Sancho and it's Lingard. Lingard is a decent backup at the moment. Honestly. BlackRock Rugby says we have to keep him now. That's what I'm thinking, guys. Unless they really want to pay decent money for him and tempt us, I don't see how it makes sense for United to do it. You might as well keep him, pay the $100,000 a week that he's on, and let him go for nothing in the summer. And at least have a good player to call upon when you need him. And it looks like we are going to need him now. That's it. We haven't had the ambition to go and get Julian Alvarez or go and sign a wide player. Maybe Dembele's linked, but we haven't had the ambition to do that. We also haven't had the ambition to sign a midfielder. So from that point of view, yeah, why would we get rid of Jesse Lingard right now? We are weakened massively as a club. Jones is our new CDM backup, says Eamon Barrett. Hey, he was decent at CDM when he first came through, lad. F Newcastle, 50,000 subs. Thank you so much, Decorated Hero. And how the hell have you been, Decorated Hero? Says, well deserved. Thank you, my friend. Do hit the sub if you're new. How long is Pellistri on loan? I think until the end of the season, Ashley Bailey. Agreed, I want Jesse to stay, says Aaron. Aaron, what's going on, you Don? Hope you're good. Yeah, he wants Jesse to stay. I'm going to get that as a poll question, guys, because it's interesting. Do you want Lingard to stay now? And I'm going to put stay or go in the live chat. Simple as that. I'm going to ask the community. Please do have a vote in the live chat. It will be pinned to the top of the chat. Get yourself voting in the poll and let me know what you're saying about Jesse Lingard. Should he stay or should he go? Just bear in mind the situation before you answer. It's not, 2 days ago I'd have voted yes, he should fucking go. But bear in mind the situation as it is. Mamasini, thank you so much for a €5 super chat, lad. He says, Rangnick came in to be a consultant, someone the Glazers listen to. So he is not recommending players, has no sway with the board, is clueless. Great comment, Mamasini. I would have thought, based on what we've heard previously, so Rangnick was understood to be offered the Chelsea job at one point in the past before Tuchel. He turned it down because it was not given certain assurances and certain freedoms to be able to do things in the club. Manchester United are reported to have given him those certain freedoms for the time that he's here and in this consultancy role, as in making key decisions behind the scenes also. So yeah, I'm absolutely bemused by this. I would have thought Rangnick would have had a little bit of sway here. Like, at least, at the very least, he should have been able to sell players, or loan players and recoup a bit of that money and then buy somebody. Surely he's got the ability to do that. Like, they might not want to spunk £100 million in January because they spunked well over 100 million in the summer. And they did get Varane, Sancho and Ronaldo. But that was then. This is now. We're still in a gash state. We still got glaring issues in the midfield. We still need players. So we still need to sign. But we haven't done. So, yeah, I don't know. I would have thought that they'd have given Rangnick at least the freedom to be able to move players around, to sell players or loan players and then recoup and then buy. That's what I would have thought. But clearly not, mate. Clearly not. So it does put everything into the question of how much freedom does Rangnick actually have at this club? And is he going to be here in the summer? And is his consultancy role just for show? You know what I mean? Is it just, oh, yeah, we've got a football man in a football role, but still, ultimately, it's going to fall down on the Glazers and, Arnold and everybody that's in charge at this football club as to what's going to happen with players and stuff like that. Thank you. Eamon Barrett says 300 likes before Pig goes for tea. Thank you, Mamasini. I appreciate you. Okay. Rupert Meadows says Rangnick didn't like the contract length at Chelsea. Well, there were reports as well about the freedoms that he's got, mate. So, in my opinion, he seems to be involved. I mean, he said that when he first came in at his press conference at United, that he's essentially been, he's going into that consultancy role and he's going to be doing all sorts of football matters. Thank you for subscribing there, Dar Footy. But that is how it was prearranged. That's how it's prearranged. So his job was always going to be an interim manager. The only way he keeps it is if he impresses to the point where United are doing well. Which we have yet to do. Really. It's puzzling, says Mamasina. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Hey, we might have something up our sleeve at the moment. We might have a cheeky little signing to come. But realistically, the percentage of it happening now is so damn small. It's almost David Moyes Todger size. So we need to look at it from a objective point of view and think that, it's the club. The club is a mess, peeps. It's a shitter. The club's in the shitter, guys, because of the owners. Thank you, Mike Scott, for becoming a member of the channel. Let's go, Mike Scott. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the Bacon Brigade. Another member of the channel, mate. Thank you, Mike Scott, for supporting the show. I appreciate that, my man. Guys, let's get some love. Oh, he's already been a member, by the way, I'm pretty sure. Thank you for re-upping the membership there, Mike Scott, you legend. Get in there, Mike Scott. Mick Scott. Thank you so much, dude. I am TJ says, don't forget to leave a like, guys. Subscribe for more United news and updates. Turn on post notifications so you never miss another stream. I am TJ, took the words right out of my mouth, lad. Jason Adams, good shout, says Pig, we should bring back Pellistri and give him some chances. This guy's doing bits in Spain. Like your style, like your moves, Jason. It's annoying we've got so many players out on loan when we could do with them at the club right now. Jesse should stay. Very unlikely that it happens, says Manif Sadiki. Yet to see some Gagan, says Chris Benoit. That's true. Rams Tomo, I think we need to keep Lingard. With Mason out, we need a forward like Lingard. We can't lose more players if we aren't bringing any new ones in. Good shout, good shout. It's very close in the chat. The vote now is 55% go, 45% stay. Makes sense, guys. We can actually do a lot worse than Jesse Lingard. You know, what's the alternative? He goes in this January window and then we're just stuck for no players to back up. Then we got Juan Mata on the wide spot when Sancho's injured. Does that make sense? Who the fuck will replace Mason, says Blackrock Rugby. Right, yeah. This is it. Well, maybe one of our youngsters. I mean, maybe Mejbri, although he, can play central mid. He maybe might play out there. Maybe, Diallo, if we could recall him on loan. Dembele? Ousmane Dembele? Is it Ousmane Dembele or is that it? Is that the only player we're going to sign this window, if at all? Just on a loan move, maybe it makes sense. But we're just playing musical chairs with players, man, and moving them around. That's all it is. Pass the parcel. It doesn't really make sense. Martial shouldn't have gone anywhere if all we're going to do is go and get Dembele. Okay, Dembele is a quality player. I think he is a quality player. But, there's question marks about his fitness and his motivations. Nightmare. Dizzy Red Devil, gotta go. Awesome job. Thank you so much there, Dizzy Red Devil. Big up the mod. See you all next time. Thank you, Dizzy. Have a great day, my man. Robin says, hope the taxes weren't too harsh on you this year, pig. Mine hit me hard. They hit me hard, Robin. I'm not going to lie, mate, but I can't wait till the 21st of Feb when I get paid again by YouTube, though. And then we'll be okay. But yes, Robin, mate. But actually, it wasn't that bad, but still, just because I don't plan for stuff like that, it did hit me, yeah. Anyway, Owens is breaking. Is that? I don't know. We're going to have to get Matt Rush to do all of the latest information here. I'm not going to, if there's any fake news put in the live chat as well, please do time them out. If it's proved to be fake by our legendary moderators. Also, here we go. So, look at this, guys. Hang on, we've got more information coming through. Let's get into the updates. So Lo Celso, Tottenham, Giovanni Lo Celso is at Villarreal. Done deal, and here we go. So Spurs fans in here, if there's any total agreement reached between Tottenham and Villarreal on loan, Unai Emery was key for Lo Celso to turn down Olympique Lyon move and join Villarreal. It's done. There you go. Giovanni Lo Celso has gone to Villarreal on loan. Done deal. Here we go. I am TJ says, wow, interesting. Yeah, man. And they also got rid of Dembele as well, didn't they? Yes, so Tottenham also got Dembele out of the club. So they've done lots of business today. They've got players out, they've got players in. Tottenham making huge strides in this January transfer window. Fair play to them. United, on the other hand, absolute shit. Herodi with a thumbs up. Never tell him on to chill, says Aaron. I mean, it's not that bad, is it? Money to the, says Mr. Big. How about bringing Herrera back? Yes, mate, I like your style. If we could get Herrera on loan for the rest of the season, brilliant signing, mate. Smash a one in the chat if you think that's a good deal. Totally agree with you. He is on huge, crazy money for the player that he is. I think he's on 200 or 250k a week, which is mental, really, for what he is. But he is a good player, and he does play with heart and passion, and we could have done a lot worse than keeping Ander Herrera at Manchester United at the time. Our midfield, I think he's better than all of our midfield, to be fair. I'd rather him play than McTominay or Fred. So from that point of view, yes, I think Herrera would be an excellent signing on loan. I do. Naz says 1. Robin says 2. Vanguard says, I love how Pig always got a sneak diss United with everything. Noto says, sperm banks are looking for donations. Why did I read that? Why did I read that? Anyway, well, if the sperm banks are looking for donations, maybe they should go and hang out at fucking Anfield, mate, because they're a bunch of wankers. You know what I mean? But anyway, go get Neves. If only it was that simple. If only our club and our owners had the ambition to go and sign somebody like that in this window. 45 million quid on the table. There you go. Cheeky Ruben Neves coming in, proven Premier League experience, 24 years of age, Portuguese connection with the players in the team as well, and already has that proven Premier League experience and stability and fitness, and he's always playing every single game for Wolves. Yes, mate, that's who we should have gone and got right at the start of the window. That's who we should still go and get, but I don't think we will. We'll see. Okay, interesting. So Barcelona still continue to work on the Aubameyang and Dembele situations. Dele Alli has just started his medical with Everton, Contract signing. Next step, Frank Lampard had a direct contact with Delhi in the morning. Wow, okay, so that was legit, actually, that report we came in from David Ornstein. Thank you very much for who was it who put it in the chat? And I said, it may be fake news. It's not. Well, this is from David Ornstein, okay? So, from The Athletic, and he just says that Jesse Lingard has been told Man United he will not be allowed to leave before the transfer window shuts. Jesse Lingard has been told by Man United that he will not be allowed to leave before the transfer window shuts. That's what David Ornstein just reported 5 minutes ago, mate. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Maybe there'll be a good, strong offer that comes in from Newcastle beforehand just to tempt us and to convince us that that's the right thing to do. But as of now, with the Mason Greenwood situation the way it is, and with the loans out, I want to keep Lingard. I never thought I'd say that. I'd say let him go on a free in the summer, keep him. He'll probably do a decent job between now and the end of the season for us if and when we need him. And we will need him. We will need him a lot for rotation purposes, and also coming off the subs bench to come on for Sancho near the end of the game or to replace an injured player. You know, we definitely need him. We actually need him now more than ever. So, unfortunately, because this club has no bottle and no ambition to sign anyone, Jesse's actually better than what we could reasonably expect to get in. So, for me, from my point of view, Jesse stays. I hope he does stay. I know, I never thought I'd say that, but we need him now. Herrera and get Memphis Depay back, says Lucy McNicholas. Hey, I like that. Yeah, I would love Herrera. It's a shame there hasn't been any more rumblings on that one. Let's just have a look at Herrera's stats this season for PSG, just out of interest. I just want to see how many times he is playing, or how many times he's playing in the league and Champions League and that sort of stuff this year. So let's take a look at his stats in detail for the 2021 season. He's played 17 games in League One this year and 3 goals and 2 assists. So he is playing almost every single one of their games, really. So that's actually, don't see it happening. Champions League, he's played 6 times and scored. Man, doing bits over there, lad. Come on, Ander. But anyway, 25 appearances so far in the 21-22 season. He's not going anywhere. Why would they do that? He's obviously clearly playing for them a lot. I haven't been following PSG in League One at all this season, other than to laugh at Lionel Messi's goal record. But other than that, Ander Herrera's playing all their games. I don't think they'll let him go. Wish we could get Herrera back. Me too, money, but would be a good signing. Would be a good player to have, no doubt. Another update coming through here, guys. Bear with me a moment. Newcastle United still in for Lingard, while Watford now showing interest in Henderson. So there you go. That's what I'm saying. There's lots of different information coming out from all the various journos today, which means that, David Ornstein said a few minutes ago that Jesse Lingard has been told by United that he will not be allowed to leave in this particular window. Right, I'm just going to end that poll there, guys, because it's taken up the whole of the live chat there. So I'm going to end that poll. I think it's pretty clear that it's a split down the middle almost from the fan base as to whether or not Jesse should stay. Actually, no, it's not. 61% say go, 39% say stay. Okay. What are we letting him go for, though, guys? Why do we care? Why do we care about Man United getting an extra 7 or 8, 9 million quid? Why do we give a shit about the Glazers making money? Why do we care that, we can recoup the money on Lingard and let him go rather than let him go for free in the summer? Why do we care? I don't care. I don't care if Newcastle are offering 20 million for fuck's sake. End of the day, it's what's best for Manchester United, and we have to think about what's best for the club. And also, why would we help them out and help them avoid relegation also? Fuck those guys. Let them get sacked off into the Championship and rebuild from there. That'd be hilarious. But because of what's happened with Mason, Jesse's got to stay in my book. Thank you. I am TJ. Appreciate that, lad. Don Piglioni should handle all transfers, Ashley Bailey. Mate, you know what it'd be like if I was handling transfer, dude? The glass would break. The Stone Cold Steve Austin music would play. I would make my walk into the office and I would Stone Cold stun every one of Manchester United's recruitment team and say, Piggy's taken over, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold Piggy said so. And then we would just get straight on the blower to Leicester City. I'd say, oi, you're taking Slabby Maguire back, and you're giving us Ndidi, and if you don't like that, I'm going to stomp a mud hole in your ass. And then we'd go over the walls and we'd say, hey, fancy selling us Ruben Neves? No? Okay, well, we're going to make you sell him us. And then we'll just give them, I don't know, somebody gash in return. Here you go, here's Phil Jones as well, enjoy. You know, it's not that hard. But it's actually not that hard if you've got the money to spend. And Manchester United is a club that generates money and should have the money to spend. But we're not. So, yeah, it's actually very easy to get deals done. Everybody has a value if you're prepared to pay that valuation. Fucking hell, we could go and sign Lionel Messi tomorrow if we're prepared to pay the money for him. That's how it works. You know, but I'm not saying we should do that. I'm just saying we should actually go and sign a couple of decent players. You know. Kingface says, is the Stone Cold Stunner painful? Yes. I mean, the kick in the midsection is the worst bit. Oh, Sky Sports News, thank you very much there, Disco Dave. I appreciate you, lad. Breaking, Manchester United have now also... Chris Reader reporting that Manchester United have now blocked Jesse Lingard's loan move. Talks with Newcastle and other clubs are off. That's interesting. Rob Dawson says Jesse Lingard deal is off. Newcastle was off again. Given green light to move by Rangnick this morning, but move has been blocked by the board. Still time before the deadline, but expectation is that he'll now stay at Man United until the summer. Lingard's going nowhere, bud. Thank you, Nas. Don Pignoni says, I'm on it. Sleeper Wizzy Fishers. Hey, how you doing there, Don Pignoni, lad? Chelsea Life says, Man United advanced talks with Rubino and... Oh, no. I read that out. Anyway, Jason Adams says, I agree, Pig. We need him to bring water bottle to our players. I agree, we need him. Keeper News says, Steve Hall. Keeper News, what do you mean? In regards to Dean Henderson, well, the latest update we had on Dean Henderson is that it's unlikely that he'll be moving. So there were reports that Newcastle were also interested in bringing Henderson in, but not expected that he's going to move before the end of the window. We'll have to wait and see, though. Let's have a look. Manchester Evening News, though. You mean there's keeper news? There's new keeper. Is that what you're saying? I don't know. Anyway, Rushmano is the man who gives me sources of information. Please don't put them in the live chat. Guys, not that we don't appreciate it. It's just that it confuses me. I need them coming from one source. Mr. Rushmano is the Don who vets all these things for me and makes sure they're all legit. I'm just going to go through him. No disrespect. No disrespect. Anyway, so please don't, yeah. Okay. Here we go. From Manchester Evening News. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Steve Hall. Manchester United will recruit a backup goalkeeper if Dean Henderson leaves the club before the deadline, with Lee Grant also out of contract in the summer. Samuel Luckhurst from the MEN. Thank you so much for that. Hey, what is the point of that, guys? What is the point of recruiting a backup goalkeeper for a backup goalkeeper, huh? We've got Tom Heaton. Isn't he the backup goalkeeper? What's Lee Grant if he's not a fucking backup goalkeeper, huh? Is he a glorified fucking substitute ball holder? What is he? What's the fucking point? We've already got 2 backup goalkeepers, huh? What about our youth goalkeepers? Aren't they backup goalkeepers? What the fuck? Anyway, that's if Dean Henderson goes. I know IMTG says we have Heaton. Imagine if the end of the window, the only player we sign is a backup goalkeeper. Could you imagine that, guys? I mean, that would actually make the window even worse than it is now. You've just got Dean Henderson gone and got a shite backup goalkeeper. What the fuck? Unbelievable, isn't it? It's absolutely unbelievable. Guys, once again, if you're just joining the stream, Eddie's Football Waffle, how are you doing today, my lad? And Eddie Trooper's in here as well. Both the Eddies getting in here. Eamon Barrett says, we have enough goalies. I totally agree. If you're just getting in, guys, drop the thumbs up on the vid, smash the subscribe, and get in the chat. We're in Q&A mode now. We are covering the latest breaking news as it comes, but also we're just in the chat portion of the stream. Oh, we've got another here we go then. We got another here we go. What's this? I don't even know. Okay, interesting. Right. So Yeah. Pacos de Ferreira, Nicolas Gaitan transfer. What's that? I'm confused. I'm really confused. Anyway, right. Okay, so have your say in the chat, guys. I'm going to stick around for a few more minutes. What's up there, Solo Tamua? Big up yourself, man. How you doing? Get in there, my son. Good to see you, lad. Dabo says Julian Alvarez actually looks good. He does look really good, yes, and we've just allowed City to have a clean path to sign him for only 14 million quid. And there's no risk involved with that sort of a deal. He's 21. He's in the Argentina setup. Top scorer in Argentina league last year for River Plate. What is the risk? 14 million quid. There is no risk. United should have been bending over backwards to try and, outpay City in terms of wages and stuff to convince that kid to come, because we need him right now more than they do. And also in a few years' time, he'll probably be really good. And so that's another player that we've just let a rival get when we could have got him, and he's cheap. Don't get me started on Dennis Zakaria, who's been announced by Juventus for 5 million today, who's another player that United could have gone and signed in this window for cheap. And we're not expecting us to spend 50 million on a player, no. But we could have signed a player for 5, surely. So we are a shambles, mate. The poll is interesting considering it's Jesse now set to go nowhere. True, let's end the poll, actually. That's what I was going to do a few minutes ago and I forgot. Let's actually end that poll. But 59% go, 41% stay. We'll have to wait and see, though. Just because reporters are coming out, Rob Dawson says that Newcastle, Jesse Lingard to Newcastle is off. Lots of different reporters coming out. David Ornstein says that Man United told Jesse he can't go anywhere this window. Lots of reports coming out. Just because that's happened doesn't mean that he's not moving yet. There might be a big offer that comes in by Newcastle to tempt Man United later on. But I just think because of what's happened with Greenwood, it's very stupid for Man United to let Lingard go unless we got cover in there. So unless we did sign something like Dembele, or we did get Martial back off loan, unless we did something like that, it just doesn't add up to let Jesse go right now. We're just going to be a much weaker team without him in it. So I'm happy about that. If that's the case, I never thought I'd say it, but I'm actually very happy that Jesse Lingard's not going anywhere because of what's happened with Mason recently. So it makes sense. So yeah, get in there. I never thought I'd say get in there about Jesse Lingard staying. What has the world come to, guys? United truly is a shit show these days. That is the standards of the club. Man. Jason Brown, Flying Pig said, fuck those guys. Why do we want to help them? Let them get relegated. It'll be hilarious. Imagine if people actually quoted me on social media like they do Fabrizio or these. Awesome, Jason Brown. Yeah, I did say that. He's actually quoting me verbatim. True, though, isn't it? Fuck Newcastle United. Why would we want to help them out when it's only a peanuts money that they're offering on the table? We might as well keep this guy to help us out between now and the end of the season. I totally agree with my own comment there. Oh, you've gone off bacon, Piggy, says Jason Brown. How could you go off bacon, lad? Will Perplex You says, what fans expect? Neves. What fans dream of? Haaland. What fans will get? A backup of a backup goalkeeper. What a nightmare. Hammerhead says, what if Lingard hands in a transfer request? Not much he can do about it, really. He's contracted at Manchester United until now. We know he already wants to move, but maybe there's a conversation that's happened today between Ralph Rangnick and the player, because of what's happened. Look, Jesse, you know what's gone on with Mason. We've loaned out Ahmad. We've loaned out Facundo. We've loaned out Martial. We need you, Jesse. We need you. How's about you play for me? Actually play for me, not sit on the bench. How's about you actually play quite a lot for me between now and the end of the season, give it your all, and then you get that big fat money move that you want in the summer. How's about that, lad? Maybe that's good enough for Jesse. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe not. But with still only, 5 hours left of the window, we'll have to see. T-Mill, good shout. At this point, just get rid of everyone who doesn't want to be here. The mentality of this club is already in the shitter. Problem is, if we did that, then we wouldn't have a squad, mate. If we did that, we wouldn't have a squad. There's a lot of players who seem want away from this football club right now, bro. It is a shit show. I agree we do need to get rid and start over. But right now, in the middle of the season, is not the time to do that. It's not the time to do that. Thank you, Rushmana. We got a fab tweet. Nice one, bro. Appreciate that. Okay, Fabrizio Romano has given us this update as well. Manchester United want to keep Jesse Lingard at the club. No deal, no chance. Oh, okay, so that's quite interesting. No deal, no chance. They are not accepting Newcastle approaches. The position on the club's side is clear. So you know when we heard those reports about them leaving Newcastle United on red and not responding to their offer? Well, that's why. Because they made their mind up. They're just going to go, you know what, Newcastle, they're offering too little. It makes more sense from us right now to actually keep this guy and be able to play this fella until the end of the season. It really does. So let me just update that then. And get that up on the screen so you guys can see the latest update from Fab in regards to Jay Lings. So Jesse Lingard not going anywhere, peeps. Manchester United want to keep him. Okay, so Manchester United want to keep Jesse Lingard at the club. No deal, no chance. They're not accepting Newcastle approaches. The position on the club side is clear. So yeah, lots of reporters reporting that. So there you go. Looks like Man United are keeping Jesse, guys. Looks like Man United are keeping Jesse Lingard. New goalkeeper incoming, says Rashad Razak. So stupid, isn't it? If we end up actually getting rid of Henderson and bringing in a backup keeper, and that's all we do in a window, I don't know. I'm going to fucking take out my eyeballs and fry them in ginger because it's absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe the gashness of this run, how gash this club is run. Cannot believe it. Rashad Razak says new goalkeeper incoming. Shocking, eh? Mamasini says I went off bacon once and kept feeling dizzy throughout the day. Feeling dizzy. Then I got back on bacon and felt dizzier for a week. Tough stuff. Oh dear. I am TJ. Don't forget to leave a like, guys. Thank you very much. Neil Duffin. Breaking news. Nike have cancelled the sponsorship. Actually, they haven't, Neil Duffin. They've suspended it. So technically, it's not cancelled. It's suspended. So there is the statement there, as you can see. Nike's statement, we have suspended our relationship with Mason Greenwood. We're deeply concerned by the disturbing allegations and we'll continue to monitor it. So, listen, they haven't actually cancelled it yet, but they have suspended it, which, you know, and it probably is going to get cancelled in all fairness. Yeah. Sonny in it, says Max Arentz. Nice. Buzz Travel says Arsenal have made clear to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang for a few minutes ago that they're no intention to collaborate. Yes, that's right, Buzz Travel. We talked about that about an hour ago, Buzz. But you're just getting in here, so that's okay. Galrav10 says, hello, Mr. Pig. My question is, first off, I don't hate Newcastle, but in a couple of years, they'll be by whoever they want, which eventually will destroy football heritage. That's shambolic. Totally agree with you, Gareth. I don't hate Newcastle either. I just don't want them to be another big money powerhouse. So for them to get relegated would be fantastic because it just slows them down. They'll get up there in a few years, definitely, because they've got the money. It's just easy. All they need to do is follow the Manchester City or Chelsea model here. That's all they need to do. Chuck a shitload of money at it. Some players will stick. Think about what Manchester City did at the start when they first got the money, right? Who was Man City's first money manager? Who was it? Was it Mark Hughes or was it somebody else? I feel like it was Mark Hughes. He signed Robinho, he signed Roque Santa Cruz, he signed a shitload of players for loads of money. Robinho at the time was an English transfer record. You know, he signed a shitload of players, some of which did well, some of which did not do well, and they just speculated to accumulate and they chucked enough shit at the wall, some of it would stick. And obviously, they got Aguero out of it. They got a lot of great signings. You know, Aguero, I'm pretty sure Mark Hughes signed Aguero, didn't he? didn't he? Maybe I'm wrong there. Sorry. Maybe I'm wrong. But either way, what I'm saying is they spent so much money. Not all of their players worked out. Roque Santa Cruz melted, you know, but they spent huge money on him. And then for every Roque Santa Cruz, there's an Aguero. So that's what they do. They just spend new players in every single window, and eventually they'll build a squad that's just fucking Man City-esque, where it's just a team full of Galacticos. It might take 5 years, it might take 10. But even if it does take that long, they will get there with the amount of money that's behind them. Hughes says, first class gamer. United are in talks with Tyson Fury as a backup goalkeeper, says Eddie Hearn. No, we got Aguero's Alvarez. Yeah, Conor Matthews. Great signing for you, that one. I must say, I'm jealous about that. I think that's a good signing. Company, Aguero, Roque Santa Cruz, etc. Yeah, Lynette Giggs. So, you know, some of them worked out, some of them didn't. But they spent hard at the start, and that's probably what Newcastle would do. It is disgusting, though. It does ruin the game. It's absolutely fucking depressing looking at all these clubs doing business and United doing nout, says DJ Disco Dave. How about João Felix? We could have gone in for him as well. Yeah, money. But I mean, there's so many people we could go for, but just haven't. Thank you, Atahak, for subscribing to the channel there. Benjani says T-Mill. The league is cities to lose. But anyway, we're talking about that because we don't want to help Newcastle United out. We've got no reason to. They will be big challengers for the title in a few seasons' time, or 5 or 10 or however long, but they will. And so for that reason, we don't want to help them out. And also, we need Jesse now because of the Greenwood situation anyway. So screw Newcastle. Qatar World Cup is a disgrace to football, says Shift. I mean, everybody's got their opinions on that. I personally do agree with you. Because, because it's not, didn't even have a football league or, the stadiums and stuff there to begin with. And you had to change the date of the World Cup, which has been played in the summer. It's a summer World Cup. You had to change it to winter just to be able to play it in 40-degree heat instead of fucking 60-degree heat. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. But there you go. It is what it is. Money talks and bullshit walks. Can we get Dele Alli? Nah, King Facey's going to Everton, lad. Already pretty much done. If Rangnick really did tell Jesse he could leave and then the board says the opposite hours later, what's the point of Ralph's consultancy role? True Stephen Carr, very much so, yeah. I don't know if he's got all that much say, but based on what we've actually done in this window. Why would he not want to take a midfielder like Zachariah for 5 mil? Akira says, hey Piggy, just got here. What's the new news for today? If you could do a very quick recap for the ones. I will do at the end of the show, actually, very briefly, which we're coming towards anyway. I'm going to wrap it up soon and then we'll get back on with the evening's news and stuff. And of course, when there's breaking news. But I will do in a moment. I will do a little rundown shortly. We've got some more stuff coming in. Thank you, Rushmano. Okay, Man United expecting to sign multiple players in the summer, but pretty much no business in this window because of the permanent manager status at the club. So yeah, that's pretty much maybe the reasoning behind it is the fact that we don't know who our permanent manager is going to be. Do we want to invest heavily in players in this window when they might not be wanted by the next manager? But then again, like me, the whole team's probably not wanted by the next manager. So what harm would it do to let us spend a few million quid, get somebody in this window? A lot of journalists are talking about Manchester United playing hardball. In fact, Samuel Luckhurst from the MEN says that died a quick death. A player who has not started a league game for Man United in more than 2 years and who has been told he can leave by the manager has had a move blocked. Pretty ridiculous, really, isn't it? Yeah, pretty crazy, really. But it makes sense with the current situation as it is. Best World Cup was Italia 90 and France 98, says Hugh. I mean, for England, yeah. And 1966, obviously. But for England, well, no, not 98, actually. That was gash. We got knocked out by Argentina. Beckham got sent off. We should have probably beat them as well. We had a great team. But actually, Italia 90, we did well, didn't we? Yeah. 289 likes, says Rushmano. We've got to get 300, guys. Please do drop the like before you go and everything. Smash that like on the video. Do give it a thumbs up. Let's blitz 300 likes. And guys, if you are new to the channel, drop the subscribe on the video. We're going to be back on shortly. I'm going to get some grub, have some dinner and stuff. But we are going to get on with all the evening's news and all the evening's show right up until the close of the transfer deadline, transfer window. So make sure you get involved later on as well. 2006 World Cup, says Max. 2010 was gash. That was awful, mate. 2014 was a shambles as well, mate. 14 was a shambles. My goodness me. Couldn't even beat fucking Costa Rica, mate. We lost to Uruguay, Suarez, meltbags. And we also drew with the USA. It was a fucking shit show. We didn't even get out of the group. Yeah, I remember 2014 very well. It was shit. Awful. Okay, Kate Cadet, what's going on? Says, putting aside the terrible allegations and possible crimes committed, effectively writing off potential 100 million quid's worth of talent. Yes, but what can you're absolutely right. It's terrible for the club from a financial point of view because you've lost a £100 million asset. You're spot on. We actually said this a week ago. We were talking about the most expensive youngsters in world football, and we said that if somebody was to go in for Mason and actually wanted to sign Mason, it would cost £100 million plus maybe, or at least 80, 90, 100 mil. For a youngster like that, he's that valuable. And because of his future that he's got ahead of him and how natural he is. Unfortunately, it looks like all that's down the shitter, my son. He would have been sent out barring the current Mason situation. Very true. Lingard would have gone. It makes no sense to have additional outs as we would be depleting our squad. Totally agree. And maybe if Marcia wasn't gone, maybe if Diallo wasn't gone, maybe you'd still see Jesse go. But because those deals have already been done, that's how it is. Jason Adams, there is no FIFA stream tonight. We're going to be back with a FIFA stream tomorrow night from 11 p.m. It's going to be a charity stream. So that's what we're doing. No FIFA stream tonight. It's deadline day, mate. Just let Lingard leave, says Arctics United. Decorated Hero says lol. You remember 2014's draw with America? Lowest point for England ever. It was like England's basketball team beat the Dream Team. Yeah, flabby, mate. Do you know what's funny? I remember one of the newspapers the next day, and it had it basically just said that we were through. What was it? What did it say? It was so funny. It was like using the letters of the clubs that were in it. It was like, oh, I can't remember what it said now, but it was just like everybody. We had the easiest group, basically. We had an easy group, and we all expected to get through it. And we didn't. Useless board. Yeah, Jonathan Gallagher. Right, let me give you a quick rundown, guys. Donnie van der Beek is imminently joining Everton. His contracts are signed. That's going to be announced soon by the clubs. Jesse Lingard's situation as it is right now, it seems like Manchester United want to keep him. Seems like he's not going anywhere. There is offers on the table from Newcastle and West Ham. But it seems like we're not playing ball. And we've decided with the current situation as it is with Mason Greenwood and the wingers, that Jesse actually makes a lot of sense to keep around. We'll let you know later if that changes. But as of now, it looks like Jesse's staying. Looks like Jesse is staying. The other big news really is just players for other teams. You know, Tottenham doing bits with a couple of players, signing Bentancur and Kulusevski. Dele Alli going out to Everton on loan as well to meet up with Fat Frank Lampard also. Aubameyang's in Barcelona at the moment trying to force through a deal, knocking on the Nou Camp door, begging to be let in, telling them, please don't let me go back to North London. And, trying to get something going on there. Manchester United's point of view is we are probably not signing anyone. Ousmane Dembele has been offered around and he's wanting to go to a Premier League team apparently. Chelsea are supposed to be rumoured as well. Manchester United could supposedly go in for a late bid, but it's very unlikely. Even for a loan move, it's very unlikely. Probably the most likely for our tight-fisted, gash-tastic owners and recruitment team and board is probably just to keep Jesse, not do any other business, and sack everything off for the Jan window. What a disgrace of a January window it really is. Owners are pissed. Buccaneers didn't make the Super Bowl, says Rashad. Yeah, and their top quarterbacks left them as well, right? Lynette Giggs says space being created up front. No need for Lingard to leave. Exactly. Agree with you, Lynette. We actually need him now to be a good backup for us. Connor Matthews says if Greenwood is worth 100 million, how much would Saka Foden be these days? Probably a little bit less. A little bit less, I'd say, because Greenwood's better. but there you go, Connor Matthews. Not anymore. Not anymore, mate. Not anymore, Connor. Tea time is allowed. Over 300 likes, says Eamon Barrett. Get in there. Get in. Lingard update. That's the Lingard update, J. King. So far, it seems like Manchester United's stance on Jesse is they're not prepared to let him go in this window, unless, I guess, something changes in the next few hours where they get a big offer. Guys, we are going to wrap this video up here then. You can have a shout out, Philip Rowland. You can have a shout out there. And Chrissy J, 31 days of pure disappointment pig. This board is the biggest catfish of all. Hey, the Vutinator legend, what's going on, broski? We're going to wrap this video up, guys, but we are going to be back on later, right? With more breaking news. We might jump on if there's like a big story that breaks. If not, we'll just jump on, 8 p.m.-ish. We'll do a full-on deadline day close show until, the end of the window shuts at 11 p.m., isn't it? So we'll come on and give you the latest updates until then. Hopefully there is some positives for incomings from United. There probably will be some more outgoings from United as well. We'll give you all the latest lowdown later. Yes, you can have a shout-out, Vincent Bullet, your legend as well, man. Absolutely. No, he's not, Pins. Oh, God. Thank you, Philip. Says, I'll be there at 8 p.m. Thank you so much, guys. Right, that's the end of the show then. Do us a favor, drop the like on the video. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you click the little bell icon that looks like Luis Suarez's face. Because it's a bell end emoji. Click that. Smash the like. Smash the subscribe. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And also, come back after this video is finished. Thank you, Garav10, you're a legend also. Come back after this video is finished. Get your thoughts and opinions in about the window so far. It's a shit show, isn't it? Let us know. I've already done my ranting on it earlier. If you want to go back and watch the show, it's a shit show. But come back with your thoughts about who we should sign, who you think's going to go, if anybody else, for the rest of this window. Let us know afterwards. Come back in the not live comments and drop your thoughts in. Nice one, Haroli. Thank you, Steve Hall. Manif Siddiqui. Spurs doing bits in this window. Tottenham doing bits. Other teams doing bits. Manchester United left twiddling our tits. And now we're going to get the shits. It's an absolute disgrace, man. What a bunch of twits. I'll see you soon. Guys, thank you, First Class Gamer, Haroni, Steve Hall, the Cake Cadet, Stephen, Felem, Robin, Money, Stephen Jarvis, Soulshot99. Every single one of you, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Come back and have your thoughts after. Check out the website as well, unitedflyinghigh.com for your latest news to read. Thank you, Timothy Young, and everybody else. That's it then. I'll be back with the latest transfer news at 8 p.m.-ish. Keep a lookout. Make sure you've got post notifications on so you get notified when we post and go live. And I'll bring the updates. Once again, thank you to Rushmano for all of the updates and putting the time in helping me with these shows. Thank you to Rushmano. Check his Twitter out, MattRush20. Also his transfers_UTD. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Just put a link in the chat there, Rushmano, to your Twitter account, mate. For if you want a really good source for keeping up to date with transfers on Twitter, then Rushmano's Twitter page is actually fantastic. He posts loads of updates about all the latest goings on at Manchester United. So check it out. Check it out. Put it in there, Rushmano. I'll pin it at the top of the chat, actually, mate. But yes, we are gonna finish this stream. So thank you, T-Mill. Back at 8. Appreciate you all. Futinator, thank you all the moderators. Thank you, Kate Cadet, as well, for getting in here. Eddie Trooper, nice one to you also. So it looks like, just to summarise, Jesse's going to stay. By the looks of it, maybe that changes. Man United are going to not do any other business in the window. We're just going to be left twiddling our thumbs. That's it. That's it, really. January transfer window is a party time for everybody else, but not us. Thank you, Timothy, Madam and Mikey, Galrav, everyone else. Stay classy. That's the end of the stream then. If you want to put your Twitter link in the chat, Rushmano, I will pin it at the top. So everyone, do go check out Rushmano's Twitter, transfers_UTD. Back in a bit then, guys. Catch a bit. I'm going to go get some grub. You should probably too. Get yourself a cup of tea and a slice of cake. And I'll be back at 8 p.m. with the latest news. Sort your bloody lives out, United, you absolute bunch of charlatan melters. Buy somebody right now. Otherwise, Stone Cold Piggy's going to come and get involved in the boardroom. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Food.